Mike Tyson has sent a chilling warning to Jake Paul as their highly anticipated showdown draws near. Recently, Tyson kicked off his training camp, showcasing his incredible hand speed and devastating power in a video that has left fans in awe. The footage captures Tyson engaging in an intense workout with his coach, Rafael Cordero, focusing on pad work and stamina-building drills. By the end of the clip, Tyson delivers a menacing message directly to Paul, instilling a sense of fear among those watching. Adding to the tension, Tyson has now issued yet another ominous warning to Paul. In a recent statement, he said, "Day 4, you know, it was okay. But you don't know what you've got in store, baby. You have to face the god of war. Get ready, baby, fire in the half." His words make it clear that he is not taking this fight lightly and is fully prepared to bring the heat when they step into the ring. Meanwhile, in a podcast appearance with Joe Rogan, Tyson opened up about a recent encounter he had with Jake Paul. According to Tyson, they happened to be in the same location on someone's boat in St. Bart's where Paul also appeared. Rogan acknowledged the potential magnitude of their upcoming fight, emphasizing the cultural significance of a matchup between one of boxing's greatest legends and a social media sensation turned fighter. Floyd Mayweather vs. Manny Pacquiao was massive, but this culturally, you vs. Jake Paul is huge, Rogan stated. A young YouTuber taking on one of the greatest heavyweight champions ever, it's insane. Tyson seemed amused by the idea and confirmed his interest, saying, "That sounds good. Hey, everyone, are you listening to this? If he's willing to do it. You know how crazy this is. I saw Jake Paul there, and now we're talking about actually making this fight happen." On the other side of the conversation, Campbell Hatton has expressed skepticism, suggesting that the training videos showcasing Tyson's power might be misleading fans into believing the 57-year-old is fully prepared to take on Paul. Hatton warned that these clips are being strategically used to justify the fight, saying, "People are getting carried away because Tyson looks incredibly sharp in these videos. But let us not forget his age. It's one thing to look good hitting pads, but taking real punches for multiple rounds at 57 is an entirely different challenge." Hatton also voiced concerns about how a potential loss for Tyson could impact young boxing fans. If Jake Paul knocks him out, people need to understand that it wouldn't be because Jake is some extraordinary boxer. It's simply because Tyson is older, and his ability to absorb punches isn't what it used to be. That could give the wrong impression to young fans who are just getting into boxing through YouTube. Despite the warnings from Tyson and doubts from others, Jake Paul has not backed down. When Tyson questioned if he still wanted to go through with the fight, Paul wasted no time in responding, tweeting, "Yes. Yes, I do." Paul will enter the ring against Tyson riding the momentum of 3 consecutive victories, although his last 2 wins came against relatively lower-ranked opponents in the professional boxing circuit. In a recent interview, Paul admitted that the magnitude of this fight still feels surreal to him. "I can't believe it. It's surreal to me. I'm still trying to process and comprehend everything. When we faced off for the first time, afterward, I just started laughing. I stepped away and thought, bro, what the hell is going on?" Although Tyson and Paul have already squared off for the initial fight announcement, fans are eagerly awaiting details on the official press conference. While there has been no official word on when it will take place, insiders suggest that it could happen as early as next month. Until then, fans will have to make do with the ongoing training clips and warnings from both sides, building anticipation for what promises to be a high-stakes battle. As the fight draws closer, Tyson has made one thing abundantly clear: he's coming for war. His recent warning to Paul, "Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract. No problem." Saturday, July 20. See you there, buddy, has only intensified the hype surrounding the matchup. Meanwhile, boxing legend Oscar de la Hoya has also weighed in on the bout, expressing concern for Tyson's well-being. He questioned whether it is wise for a veteran like Tyson to take on a much younger and more physically conditioned opponent. While some believe Tyson's experience and power give him an edge, others worry that time is not on his side. With opinions divided and tensions rising, one thing is certain: the world will be watching on July 20 to see if Mike Tyson can turn back the clock or if Jake Paul will secure the most shocking win of his career. The countdown to fight night is officially on. Oscar de la Hoya, CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, has voiced strong opposition to the upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Expressing concerns over the significant age gap, de la Hoya believes Tyson taking on an opponent 3 decades younger is a questionable decision. He has been a longtime advocate of Jake Paul's boxing journey, previously stating that Paul has the potential to secure a world title but only if he follows a more conventional path. However, de la Hoya made it clear that stepping into the ring against a boxing legend like Tyson is not the right move for Paul at this stage of his career. Discussing the potential outcomes of the fight, de la Hoya acknowledged that Tyson still possesses formidable knockout power. While Paul has youth on his side, Tyson's years of experience and raw power remain undeniable. He stated, "Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old, while Jake Paul is just 26 or 27. If Paul truly wants to pursue boxing seriously, he needs to follow the same route as other fighters: take tough fights, climb the ranks, and face top contenders, rather than taking on Tyson." In an interview with ES News, de la Hoya reflected on Tyson's career, emphasizing that the former heavyweight champion had faced some of the toughest opponents in the sport. He admitted that Tyson's power is still a threat, stating, "Punching power is the last thing to go. Until the day you die, that power remains." If Tyson catches Paul with a clean shot, it could be lights out for him. Despite acknowledging Paul's advantages, he stressed that Tyson's sheer power is a factor that should not be overlooked. Revisiting Tyson's exhibition bout against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020, de la Hoya noted that the veteran boxer looked impressive, proving he still had the skill and strength to hold his own in the ring. Tyson himself has shared his thoughts on Paul's boxing journey, commending the younger fighter for bringing excitement to the sport. As early as April 2022, Tyson recognized the impact of YouTubers entering the boxing world, stating, "I love the fact that he jumped into the game. People don't realize that boxing needs this. Right now, the best fighters aren't facing each other. Boxing needs a guy like Jake Paul." Paul, reflecting on his rapid rise in boxing, acknowledged the surreal nature of his upcoming match against Tyson. He recalled how, in just his second professional fight, he went viral for knocking out former NBA player Nate Robinson on the undercard of a Mike Tyson event. Now, less than 4 years later, he is preparing to step into the ring against the boxing icon himself. "It's crazy to think about. I'm still trying to process it all. To go from fighting on Tyson's undercard to now facing him is unbelievable," Paul remarked. Tony Jeffries, a former Olympic boxing medalist turned coach, has provided his expert analysis on the upcoming fight. He pointed out that Tyson's last professional fight took place almost 2 decades ago in 2005, while he did have an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. It is a far cry from stepping into the ring against an active, younger opponent like Paul. Jeffries acknowledged that Paul has been consistently training and competing, maintaining a level of activity that Tyson has not matched in recent years. When asked about the implications of Tyson stepping back into the ring, Jeffries was candid in his response. "Tyson has nothing left to prove. But if things go horribly wrong for him in this fight, the younger generation may only remember him as the old boxer who got knocked out by Jake Paul. That would be a terrible way for his legacy to be remembered." However, Jeffries also recognized the opportunity this fight presents for Paul. He emphasized that, while the match may not be in Tyson's best interest, it could significantly boost Paul's career. For Jake Paul, this fight is huge. If he wins, he beats one of the greatest heavyweight champions of all time. It's a massive moment for him, Jeffries added. NBA champion and sports commentator Steven Jackson has also weighed in on the highly anticipated bout, sharing his concerns about Tyson's well-being. During an episode of the All the Smoke podcast, Jackson expressed his deep admiration for Tyson's journey, highlighting the former champion's ability to overcome adversity. "Mike has had his ups and downs in life, but he's still here, still doing big things. I just don't want him to risk his legacy by taking this fight," Jackson stated. Jackson also issued a stark warning about the potential fallout if Paul were to defeat Tyson in dramatic fashion. "If Jake Paul knocks Tyson out, I'm telling you, somebody's going to be waiting outside to hurt him for real," he said, emphasizing the immense respect Tyson still commands among boxing fans. The idea of Tyson suffering a brutal loss to Paul does not sit well with many in the boxing community, and Jackson made it clear that such an outcome could spark backlash. As the fight date approaches, speculation continues to mount regarding the official press conference. While no concrete details have been released, insiders suggest that it could happen as early as next month. Until then, fans will have to settle for the ongoing exchanges between Tyson and Paul, with both fighters issuing warnings and sharing their rigorous training routines. Paul, ever the showman, has continued to embrace the challenge. When Tyson questioned whether he was still willing to go through with the fight, Paul quickly responded, tweeting, yes I do." With 3 consecutive victories under his belt, Paul remains confident as he prepares to face the most formidable opponent of his career. While opinions remain divided on whether Tyson should take this fight, there is no doubt that it has captured the attention of the boxing world. Whether Tyson can defy the odds and turn back the clock, or whether Paul will prove that youth and activity trump experience, remains to be seen. One thing is certain, when these two step into the ring on July 20th, the world will be watching.